Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this Dollar Tree frame. The first thing I'm going to do is take the backing off of it. I'm just going to pull the little tabs and then pull out this back piece and then pull out this very center piece. And I am going to paint that center piece with some white chalk paint. Once I'm done painting it, I'm going to take this napkin that I have in my napkin bundles in my shop, and I am going to pull one square down to one ply. I'm going to apply some Mod Podge to this part. And then I'm going to spray my napkin with a little bit of water just to make it so it doesn't have as many wrinkles. And then I'm just going to lightly lay that on to the backing. And this is after the paint is dry. And I'm just going to kind of pull it straight. And you have to be very gentle when you use the water because it definitely makes the napkin that much more delicate. But I find that you don't get as many wrinkles. And I just kind of pulled out some of the wrinkles and then press down the rest of it with my fingers, and then I'm going to let that dry as is. Next, I'm going to take the frame, and I'm going to paint that with a color called Barely Pink, and I'm making sure that I got all of this detail at the top of the frame first, and then go around and paint the rest of it. So just making sure I get in all those little nooks and crannies, and at the top. And I ended up doing 2 coats of this Barely Pink, so I let it dry and then did another coat. So once I had that all painted and it was all dry, I'm going to take my antique wax and I'm going to add wax to the whole frame. Just kind of lightly, and then go over this detail up at the top to kind of make it stand out a little bit more. And then once I have applied a lot of wax to it, I'm going to take a baby wipe and wipe some of the wax back off because I didn't want this to be very dark because I really want the pink to show through. So I'm just going to kind of go through with a baby wipe and just wipe off some of the excess. And tone down the wax just a little bit so it's not as dark. So once I have it the color that I want, I'm going to take my napkin now that it's dry and sand off the edges. And just go around the whole thing. It only takes a second to get it all off. And once I have it all off, I'm going to place that back inside of the frame. I'm going to lay that in like it's supposed to be, and then I'm going to put the back on. So now that that's all in there, I'm going to lay this back on. And flip over my little things. And look how cute this has turned out. So I wanted to add a little bit of extra, so I'm going to take this lace ribbon, and I made a little bow out of it, and I'm going to add that right to the stems like it's all bundled together. And then I had this heart button that had some bling on it, and I'm going to add that to the center of the little bow. And I thought that was the perfect final touch for this. I think this is so cute and so shabby chic, and I love it. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to make one. And as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.